Hey everyone. Well, it's been raining all day, but we finally got a break in the rain. We've got some clouds hanging around, but I wish I could get out detecting. It's just too late in the day. I did want to throw this video together real quick though and just talk about some of the home sites that I've been hunting. It's not easy to find them, but once you do, they're usually loaded with goodies. And there's a few keys that I look for when I'm going out looking for these old properties. If you're new to a place and you've never really been set foot on it before, first thing I look for is a fresh water source. A river, a lake, a creek bed, just something that would provide some fresh water, and look for the highest ground near that water source that you can find. Oftentimes, some of the first settlements were built in those areas. Another thing I look for in the spring is daffodils. Find those daffodils that are growing out in the woods or out in the field that kind of look out of place in the spring. That's a good sign that there was life there in the past. Obviously, I'm listening for the iron with my metal detector. I do not want to hunt with any discrimination when you're scouting for those old home sites. I want to know, I want to hear everything, and I want to dig some of that. I want to see, is it old square nails or is it something more new? So look for those key things when you're out looking for these old home sites. A couple other things that I key on are the big old trees, the oak trees, the maple trees. They may have even fallen and are rotting, but you can still see them. You know they were there, and that can often lead to, if not a home site, perhaps a picnic grove. So obviously, when I'm out with the detector and I'm scouting, I'm also looking for glass shards, pottery shards, bricks, things that the metal detector aren't going to pick up. Those are key to finding those old home sites. Some other things that I look for are a row of cedar trees. Quite often, back in the day, they would plant a row of trees along the driveway. Those trees might still be there even if that driveway is long gone. So check out this video. I put a few clips together real quick. I've got a few tips for looking around for these old home sites. Check it out and enjoy. You know, sometimes you gotta really look closely at the ground in trying to find these old home sites. Look at some of this glass in here. Look at this. Now, some of it may not be too old. Look, Coke bottle colored right there. There's a yellow piece. There's some cobalt. So yeah, again, some of it not real old, but definite sign of activity. All right, time to get to it. Right up under these power lines this morning. In the thick stuff, as always. Got a really nice strong 90 signal here. Look at this, guys. That's an old pocket watch frame. Yeah, I don't think it's silver. It's a brass frame for sure, but not too far from here I found a pocket watch backside. That could be it. Well, hello there, old friend. Good to see you again. Harmonica reeds. Gotta love it. Good sign of a house site. Guys, I am back in the thick of it here, right next to Fire Ant Field. There's Fire Ant Field right there. The road's out that way. I have a good strong signal here, but it was shallow, real shallow. I kicked away the leaves. Check it out. Gotta be an eagle on there. Yep, looks like an eagle cuff. I can feel the shank on the back. It's a general service button. Shank is flattened out. Wow, another button, another cuff button too. Man, that's at least the 5th or 6th cuff button from the American Civil War out of this spot. Pretty crazy. I'll take every last one of them. Okay, so here's a quick wrap up from the finds from today's hunt. Quite a variety here and a lot of different age ranges on this hunt. Found those old pottery and glass shards from the beginning in the morning, and then I got under those power lines there and dug a really old brass shotgun shell. It's all flattened out, but this is the first all brass shotgun shell that I've ever dug. And found another one next to it, but it was all bent up. Then, of course, the harmonica reed. Here's a neat little buckle that I found. I did not get that on tape. Nothi Brothers, by the looks of it. There's the back of it. Again, I don't think that one's real old. Early 1900s, perhaps. Same thing with the pocket watch frame. I'm guessing maybe early 1900s on it, just by the way it's built. A couple of interesting finds as well. This is a little brass piece that I kind of put in my What's It pouch, and I got home and I unfolded it and cleaned it up a little bit. You can see an image down here at the bottom. I'll give you a closer look. It's almost like a couple of flags or something. It's hard to tell. But it's a real thin piece, and it was attached to something. There you can see on the back, that was where it was attached. And it had at least one real thin piece that went across the front here. I can't figure it out, but if you guys have any ideas, let me know what you think. Made of brass. And then there's an old rivet. Again, so much of this is good house site material. A little pistol ball. And then the real nice little button. Came from the Fire Ant Field woods there. And in that woods, it was definitely a home site. It's a Scoville back mark on it right there. And then the eagle. See if I can hold it. These cuff buttons are so tiny it's hard to get a hold of them. General Service Eagle. And like I said, about the 5th cuff button from that home site. That's his little home site kind of tucked in the thick stuff there right next to Fire Ant Field. So anyway, there you go. I hope you have some luck in finding those old home sites on your properties. Remember, look for high ground near water. Find some old road beds. Look around those big old maple, magnolia, oak, or magnolia trees if you live in the South. Look for those daffodils. Turn your discrimination off, dig everything, and have a blast. That's all for now, guys. Take care, everyone.